Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on LDM Wrestling as we bring you this singles contest between the Argentine Herco Wisky and Alan Lee Travis, the British heavyweight champion. This bout is being brought to you from Cuffley, located in south of England, and Travis right now trying to get a couple of quick roll-ups in there as Herco Wisky has him in a beautiful headlock. Herco Wisky all the way from Argentina, and Travis then bouncing out right there of that headlock, nicely done from the Brit. So we are coming to you with this singles bout, of course, but you should make sure that you are subscribed to LDM for all sorts of British wrestling. Alan Lee Travis with a nice takedown there from top hand wrist lock, and now locks him into a beautiful single arm bar. Goes back to that top hand wrist lock now into a regular wrist lock. Travis then, Wisky then using the bottom rope to spin out of that. Well done from Wisky, but Travis, kept down onto that backside there, and now Wisky puts him into a nice top hand wrist lock of his own. Wisky probably doesn't want to go one-on-one with Travis for mat wrestling. That will probably be a fool's errand for him, as Travis has a way more experience in this, as you can see. Travis, of course, having been in the ring with British wrestling legends such as Mal Sanders, Johnny Kidd, Kendo Nagasaki, and the like. And having been trained by so many greats, including Justin Richards, you are going to see Alan Lee Travis with a grounding in British wrestling grappling, whereas Herco Wisky may well know a few holds here and there, just like that, transitioning his hammerlock into a headlock. It is Travis's business right here as he goes back to that top hand wrist lock, takes him down onto the mat, drags him back into the center, and now Travis with a beautiful arm and shoulder bow and arrow. Nicely done there from Travis, has Wisky just where he wants him. Now turns back on top to take that left hand, and Travis rolling through, continuing to twist around that AC joint rather, and Travis, as Wisky turns over, he drops him right onto the back of his neck, and now has him in a beautiful octopus style arm hold. And look at this, Wisky definitely understanding right now that he may well have bitten off more than he can chew by trying to go hold for hold with the British heavyweight champion. I will say, if Travis continues on this bout, he well could pick up a submission victory very early on in this encounter. And the slap heard around Cuffley right there. And there goes Travis again, trying to manipulate the fingers. And right on top of the palm of the hand, goes for a cover. Second count. Trying to keep those hands down. Wisky then fighting back very well as the Argentine. Travis driving the right knee into the back of Herco Wisky. Wisky then, as I said, the one thing he doesn't want to do is try and go hold for hold. If he can get Travis into a match using strikes, he might have a better chance in this match. And that's why, because Wisky is a very, very good striker. He can also fly up there at the high flyers, and he pushes him into the ropes, driving those forearms right into the chest of Travis. The Argentine is on his first English tour, his first tour with LDM Wrestling, and he is getting some opportunities here to become a better performer, that is for sure. Travis fires in with that clothesline, snapmare takeover, and now Travis then, a penalty kick, and that looks like a goal to me, followed by a leg drop. Just a 2 though. Travis working his magic with Herco Wisky. Travis slams Herco Wisky down to the mat. And Travis then off the ropes. Nice elbow drop by Alan Lee Travis. Just a 2 count. Now Alan Lee Travis then 10-time British heavyweight champion. He's held the LDN Capital Championship. He is of course a Golden Grappler Tournament winner, and has basically done everything in LDN wrestling that any one man can do. But he did just miss that elbow drop, giving Herco Wisky an opportunity to go back to doing what Herco Wisky does best, and that is kick and punch his way through his opponents. The Argentine, of course, has set the Falkland Islands on fire with some of his performances, and now driving that left leg through the middle rope into Travis's chin and neck. And Travis has to take a little bit of time out right here onto the apron as Wisky sees him there, and Travis then waits for Wisky to come to him, but now Wisky's saying, get up, and come to me. And Travis was like, if you say so, drives that ribs into the middle. Now forearms over the back, slingshots himself over the top, goes for a sunset flip. Just a 2 count. Now Travis picks him up with the, and look at that, Wisky driving the shoulder in. And again, Wisky doing what he should, going back to ground and pound. This is where I think the Argentinian is being very smart right here. He's learned early on that he cannot go hold for hold with Travis, so he's transitioning over to a ground and pound game where he's punching and kicking. Nice snapmare takeover there, and a slap to the back of the neck. Goes for a quick cover. Travis then kicking out on 2. No cover, no pin of the legs there, no hook of the legs rather, no hook, no pin of the shoulders. Very nonchalant cover from Herco Wisky. Oh, and Herco Wisky again gets caught, gets tripped up, and Travis, is he going to drop that leg right in the midsection? Oh, instead he does the old wishbone chicken legs and then drops the heels right into the midsection of Herco Wisky. Now Travis back in control of the legs of Herco Wisky, but Wisky, nice kickoff. Wisky tries to get up quickly. He's on his feet before Travis, and double drop kick into the base of Travis. Goes for a cover. Once again though, Wisky doesn't hook a leg. He's not going to win the encounter with Alan Lee Travis if he doesn't hook a leg. Goes for a rear naked choke right there, or really driving the thumbs into the throat of Alan Lee Travis, almost a chokehold, the referee not seeing it that way. Now Wisky taken down with the legs again, jackknife pin. Just the 2 count, Travis firing back. Nice kick to the head there, now Travis goes for a suplex. Oh, a snap suplex, beautifully done. Travis then perhaps going for this leg drop off the top rope, he's won with it before. Oh, and he hits that leg drop, this could well be all over. Oh, Wisky kicks out. Didn't see that coming, and Wisky with a great kick out right there. Travis continuing his onslaught. Oh, and he missed the splash in the corner, and Travis goes all the way over the top rope. And now Wisky then climbing up to the top. No, he's climbing to the middle rope. I thought he was going to continue his onslaught. Instead, trying to take the plaudits of the crowd. And the crowd certainly not into Alan Lee Travis in any way right here, as Wisky has just wasted time. But now Wisky goes to the outside, grabs Travis by the trunks, drives his arm into the back of Travis. Now Travis then hooks underneath. Oh, and reverses that, driving his fist into the back of Wisky. On the outside, the referee already up to a 5 count. Oh, a 6 count right there as Travis is driven in, and now Travis rolls back into the ring on instinct alone. Wisky follows him. Wisky goes for a cover, this time hooking a leg. Travis kicking out early. Wisky choking Travis then with his leg. Travis's neck on the middle rope, and now standing on top of Travis. Referee with a count of 5 before a disqualification or even a public warning happens. Travis continues to fight back. Again, the one word we always use when talking about Alan Lee Travis is resiliency. Wisky fires in with a clothesline and sends Travis down to the floor. Wisky hits the ropes, and Wisky, I have no idea what he's doing there, but drops a leg drop. Herco Wisky with something that he probably calls dancing, but for my eyes, that they are right now burning. Now Wisky goes back to that chin lock. Herco Wisky all the way from Argentina, folks. Oh, I have to say, Wisky has done exactly what he said he was going to do, which was to come out here and try and chop Travis down piece by piece. Travis then, always the resiliency, throws that shoulder block, beautiful after ducking 2 clothesline attempts. Second shoulder block in here. Travis then, beautiful snap suplex. That was almost a deadlift snap suplex. Wisky had nowhere to go but over. That was a snap fisherman's almost. And now Travis then hits the ropes. Oh, missed a spinning leg drop, and Wisky hits the ropes himself. Drops the elbow. Goes for a cover. Just a 2 count. Travis looks like he was nearly ran into the referee. Oh, runs into that side kick though. And now Wisky, neck breaker. Beautifully done from the Argentine. Just a 2 count right there. Now Travis working his way to his feet. Wisky unsure what else he could try to see if he can put Travis away. He got him in the corner though. Wisky is out of ideas seemingly. Goes for an Irish whip. Travis then jumps over Wisky. Hits the rope there. Hits that middle rope. And Wisky runs into a high crossbody. And Travis picks up a well-earned victory. Herco Wisky just ran out of ideas, and the Englishman, the British heavyweight champion, is victorious. Well, ladies and gentlemen, from your British heavyweight champion, Alan Lee Travis, and me, Reginald Kensington III, thank you for tuning into LDM Wrestling. If you haven't done so, please subscribe and enable notifications so that you know when LDM puts their videos up live. Go back into our library and check out over 15 years of LDM Wrestling content. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, please go to ldmwrestling.com so you can find out when LDN are coming to a town or city near you. This is LDM Wrestling, and we are British and proud.